We know the impact that social media has in our life now, whether it's something we turn to in our free time or something we do to get info or maybe help run a business. But 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. It was practically non-existent. Back in 2010, where were Instagram and TikTok? Well, TikTok didn't even exist yet, and Instagram was on the border of failure with only 1 million users. Social media has evolved over time and has affected us in our culture in many different ways. Today we'll be exploring how this has happened through the lens of TikTok and Instagram.
You're listening to WJHS 91.5 The Eagle. Welcome to Media in the Making, a podcast where we look at the evolution of media from 1600 all the way present day 2022. In this podcast series, we ask, how have different forms of media evolved and changed culture? Media in the making, where media and culture are always changing. Now let's take a step back in time. So how did TikTok and Instagram get so popular? Well, one of the biggest reasons is adaptability. When Instagram was first out in 2010, they didn't even have a mobile app. But as technology evolved and people were using their phones more than ever, Instagram evolved and released its mobile app. Instagram was easier to access than ever, and this set the stage for the huge growth in the company. In 2012, Facebook was the most used social media site, with Instagram being outside of the top 5, with sites like Twitter and Blogspot being more used than Instagram. Facebook saw this as a huge opportunity of growth for Instagram and bought it in April 2012 for $1 billion. With easier access and the help of Facebook, Instagram began its rise. But why? While many were skeptical of this decision, but Facebook had a vision and foresaw the transformation of modern technology. Facebook had the resources and money to improve the app of Instagram that they never had before.
So Instagram took two different things and put them together, that being for anyone to share a picture or video of themselves and share it with the world. There had been nothing at the time seen to be like this. Facebook had been the closest to compare, but Instagram was far more efficient, allowing the users not to see all the photo, links, sidebars, chat screens, and all the other stuff along the side of the app, but allowed the users to see only the things, photos, and videos on their account. But Instagram has developed more than just a video and photo sharing app. It's become more of a platform that anyone can even run a business through. 80% of accounts have actually followed at least one business or brand, and 200 million Instagrammers have actively visit the business profiles daily. By 2016, Instagram has gained more than 450 million users since being bought by Facebook, when a new site of social media was made known as TikTok by Chinese company ByteDance.
It was known in China as Douyin, and they didn't end up combining these two apps until late 2017, when their growth really took off. In 2017, TikTok's rival app Musical.ly was just as equally popular, until ByteDance transferred 200 million accounts from Douyin over to TikTok and combined these two apps. The growth then started to take off faster than any social media app has ever before. In just slightly above 3 years, in 2021, TikTok had gained about 1 billion users, making it the fastest progressing social media app ever. Why was this? Well, people were finding a social media app that there hasn't been anything like before, and once the app got some popularity, it took off. With that constant feed of what you like reappearing on your feed, it starts to make you want to do the same thing, or just come back to TikTok. TikTok is much easier than any app to create content, which makes it more convenient than any social media app. But the success doesn't come from the easy way to make content, it comes from the way we receive it. Social media has affected today's culture as a whole, but especially TikTok and Instagram.
The obvious thing it has affected is people are more glued to their phones than ever. The average screen time in 2010 was just around 90 minutes, compared to the average screen time now, 5 to 6 hours. One of the biggest reasons for this screen time going up is the use of social media, mainly Instagram and TikTok. Of the top 10 most downloaded apps in the world, every single one is a social media app. Social media has changed the way people act today, and just one way is people being more glued to their phones than ever. But why are people glued to social media that much? Well, a lot of it is the instant access to new things every second. That's why Instagram and TikTok continue to be at the top of social media world. Second, everyday new things are happening in our world, which also makes TikTok specifically so popular with new trends, challenges, and dances being created every day, which makes these apps have something new every day. So how has Instagram and TikTok affected you?
Media in the Making is brought to you by WJHS 91.5 and the Eagle Tech Academy Mass Media classes. Media in the Making, teaching you about the evolution of media throughout history and its effects on culture. For more from the students, this podcast series is on the 91.5 website, WJHS91.5.org. Thank you for joining us.